Hey everyone, it's Patrick from Patrick and Friends Music Company here. Today, we're going to talk about 5 practice tips for beginner guitarists and beginner musicians. Practice? Why are we talking about practice? So, you may get all the content, all the information, everything you need to learn how to play guitar. But learning how to practice correctly, effectively, efficiently is the key to get you to that next level, get you over that hump, and stop from those frustrating practice sessions where you don't seem to get better. But these are 5 tips that can help you get your best practice session in. Tip number 1, turn off your electronics when possible. The reason why I say this is because our best practice is our most focused practice. 15 minutes of distraction-free practice is so much better than 45 minutes of picking up your phone, your tablet, your computer, and being distracted. Technology and electronics are a big distraction for me, and I assure you, for most of you out there, it's also a big distraction for you. And don't just take my word for this. Researchers and scientists have said you're at your most focused and efficient when you're doing one thing. Multitasking, although possible, is actually when you're at your least effective. So I'm not against technology because there is some great technology out there, including stuff we're going to discuss later in the video. There's great apps, great websites, great videos, great just everything. There's so much stuff and content out there for you to consume that can help you learn and become a better musician. But there are certain times when you don't need that stuff. Right? When you're practicing a chord progression, a strumming pattern, a technique, a riff, turn that stuff off. Turn your Wi-Fi off, turn your data off, turn your electronics off, and just get you, your guitar, your instrument, and get your most focused and best practicing. Tip number 2, use a metronome. A metronome is so important when you get comfortable at your instrument. A metronome is a device that keeps perfect time, gives us a steady beat, and is perfect for playing, practicing, and recording with. So a metronome can be used by beginners, advanced, and professional musicians either to play, record, and practice. Now, I will say that it's not recommended if you just picked up your instrument. It's something to use when you get comfortable with maybe a song, a chord progression, a technique, then use your metronome and it'll help you become a better musician. So you can get physical metronomes like this one, or there are great apps, great websites that you could also get that are free to use and that you can start using right now. So what we're gonna do is show you how to use a metronome to practice a strumming pattern. Let's try it. So every metronome has a number associated with it. It's called our BPM, or our beats per minute. Now, as you go higher with the number, it goes faster, and lower, slower. So let me show you. If I turn it on, you hear it gives us our beat. Now, as I go higher, it gets faster. Lower, slower. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn our metronome on to 90 BPM. I'm gonna play the strumming pattern down, down, up, down. So this is gonna give me my beat and I'm gonna try to follow along. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you see, you can tell if I was on beat. If you hear me going ahead of the metronome, you know I'm rushing. And if you hear I'm behind it, you know I'm too slow and I need to speed up a little bit. Let's see if you can tell if I was behind, if I was ahead, or if I was on beat. This is a great device for getting your practice even better and to the next level. Tip number 3, practice slowly, don't rush. Now, this is so important for you beginner guitarists and musicians. Now, it's very exciting to start learning your new favorite song and to get and hop on the instrument and want to play right with the recording. But I urge you to practice slowly. And you may be asking, how slow? The answer to that is as slow as it is where what you're practicing sounds clean and good. If you try to play too fast and play sloppy and develop sloppy techniques, it'll hurt you down the road. Our muscle memory actually remembers these sloppy and bad techniques, and it's actually harder to unlearn these. So I urge you to play slowly at first, practice slowly at first, and then as you get better and better, you can start speeding up and play along with your favorite song. Tip number 4, use YouTube's 0.75 speed setting. Now you may have listened to my last tip and been frustrated, been like, oh, I just want to play along to my favorite song, and this guy is telling me to play slowly. Now this is a great compromise if that was your feeling. So YouTube's 0.75 speed setting slows down a song without affecting the audio quality too much. It's great if you want to play along to maybe your favorite Zeppelin song, your favorite Wes Montgomery solo, your favorite anything, but maybe, you're just not at that level yet where you can play that fast. Now, here's the thing, I actually use this right now. If there's a solo or something super hard that's really fast and I still want to play along, I slow it down so that I can practice it, learn at a slower tempo, and then as I get better and I practice some more, I speed it up to the normal speed, and I urge you guys to check this out. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to get to the YouTube's 0.75 speed setting if you've never tried it before. Okay, I'm on the Patrick and Friends Music Company channel page. I'm gonna go down to Jeremy's video, getting the most out of your drumming vocabulary, lesson 1. If I click it, I'll stop it for just this moment. You're gonna go down to your settings, click that button. You see where it says playback speed normal? You're gonna click that and go to 0.75. And it'll automatically switch it for you. But something I just found out is this custom button. So it actually lets you adjust it a little more by 5. So you get 0.95, 0.9, 0.85, 0.8. So you can really fine tune it. I hope everyone takes advantage of this. It is a great setting, and have fun with it. Tip number 5, listen, listen, and listen some more. Now, this is probably the most important tip I can give you if you want to be a next level musician. Now, professional musicians take time to listen to their music outside of just practicing it. A lot of musicians actually listen to the music for weeks, honestly, even for a month before they actually start playing it. The reason why is because of this old saying, if you can sing it, if you can hear it, then you can play it. Listening to a song can develop your ears and can make you more attuned to what's actually happening in the song. Now, I'm not saying if you find your favorite riff, don't go jump and try to learn it. We all want to go do that. But what I urge you to do is spend time separate from actually playing it and practicing it to just listen to it. If you just listen to the song 15 minutes a day, completely focused, just dedicated to listening, trying to pick up every little thing, your playing and your practicing will get that much better. And then on top of that, listen to it when you're in your car, when you're walking to the store, when you're cooking. Just listen to it some more, and some more. Listening is a form of practicing by itself. All right, so these are 5 great tips and techniques to get your practice better. I've been where you're at. You're very frustrated. You picked up guitar, you picked up your instrument, and you just want to learn, but it seems like something's in your way, right? There's this hump that you just can't get over. These tips and techniques will help you get there, will help you get to the point where you feel comfortable on your instrument, where you're practicing and playing better, and where things just come naturally more easy. Now, don't get discouraged. I urge you to try at least one of these tips. Now, maybe you don't agree with me and you can't get all 5, but try at least one of these tips. I promise you'll have a better practice session in. So if you haven't heard of the Patrick and Friends Music Company Patreon page, I urge you to check it out. There'll be a link in the description below. If you become a Patreon member for as little as $5 a month, you can get exclusive content and opportunities such as virtual guitar lessons. If you like this video, or maybe you just have something to say, I urge you to like, comment, and subscribe below, and I hope to see you in the next video.